Hello, brothers and sisters. Once again, welcome to Armstrong Computers channel. Today's segment, as you can see, we are going to look at some errors. Some errors that we always encounter when we are using XAMPP, and what causes those errors. Today, we'll be looking at that, and we are going to cause that error. And then I'm going to throw light on that, and also I'm going to throw light on how to resolve that. Now, without wasting my time, let's get started. Now, as we are back now, as I'm saying, as I said earlier on, that we are going to then deal with how to cause those errors. For instance, let's assume that this is my XAMPP, okay, my Apache control panel, and when you start the Apache and you start your MySQL, now at the end of the day, you can see that this knob is red, it's green, and then it is running, which means that your XAMPP control panel or your XAMPP server is running perfectly. So you will see, if you see this is what we did so far as open source point of sales is concerned, how to set it up and also how to customize the interface. As I said, I'll be leaving the link in the description where you guys can go and take a recap of that. Now, without wasting my time, let's look at this. Now you can see that now when I refresh, because I start my XAMPP and my XAMPP server, now it is my system is running on my XAMPP server. But sometimes what one can encounter is that now when this is your XAMPP server, okay, now it is running. When you stop it, and I stop it now, okay, I just click on stop. I stop the Apache and stop MySQL. When I come and then go ahead and refresh it, you can see that it gives me nothing will display this with a wise. Well, these sites cannot be reached. Now simply means that because the site itself or the system is running on this XAMPP server, and as we begin this series, I then talk about how to set it up on the XAMPP. As I just said, I'll be leaving a link in the description. Now, when you want to start a XAMPP server, first you need to make sure that you start the Apache, okay, and then you start the MySQL. Now, when you do this, okay, and you come back to your browser and then you refresh the browser, you can say you get access to your POS. And then when you log in also as well, when you log in, okay, you log in as admin. So as I log in now, you can see that I'm in. I just log in now, so everything is working perfectly. But sometimes, let me log out and explain something. So I just log out. Now sometimes when you stop the Apache and the MySQL, sometimes when you are launching it, most of us do some mistakes, and that causes the errors. Now when you click on the Apache and then you click on MySQL, you click and you click and you click and then you mistakenly click. Sometimes when you double click twice while the thing is running, it is likely that you may corrupt the SQL. Now when you corrupt the SQL, how to resolve it becomes a problem. So when I double click now, you see, now as you can see, it is running, but in point of time you see it will stop. Let's wait a while and see. When I come here now and refresh, you see what happened. Now it's still working. Okay, let me go back to my XAMPP server, stop it and start it all over again. Okay, it's still running for me. I like to cause the error myself so that at least I can resolve it. So let me see how I can cause this error. So you see now this is an error because I double click on the thing is already running, but I went ahead and double click on it. So automatically my SQL server is corrupted. So now how can I resolve this? You can see this is the error that is giving me, and I just recorded. See, I just highlighted all the error. You see error MySQL shut down. So the MySQL then has shut down and I cannot get access to it. So how can I resolve this so that my SQL server will be running? Don't be alarmed. That is why we are here. Let's look at how we can resolve this. Now, one, you see how the problem can be caused. Now, this problem can be caused, as I said, when my SQL is running and you mistakenly go ahead and double click on it like 3 times while the thing is running. you can corrupt my SQL, or you shut it down and you can't get access to your database. As you can see now, I can't get access to nothing. It will tell me this page is not working. Okay, so how can I resolve this? Now to do this is just simple. Might so just go ahead now, shut down, stop my Apache from working, and then I'll minimize my browser. So, and then this MySQL, I'll minimize it also. So I'll go to this PC. When I go to this PC, I'll come to my local disk. So when I come to my local disk, might to just look through my local disk and come to my XAMPP folder. When I go to my XAMPP folder now, watch very carefully. Now you need to look through and look for a folder known as what? MySQL. This very one, okay? MySQL, like MySQL, like MySQL. So when you see MySQL, what I like you to do, just double click on it. Now you can see that now this folder contain the data folder contain your previous data. You can see this is my OSPOS, that is the database, but now I can't get access to it. So what you need to do is just go back now, create a folder. You see this folder, its name was data. Okay, so what you need to do is that rename it as what? Old data. Now as you name this as old data, don't worry, just right click here, click on new and click on folder. Now this folder, name this folder data. Okay, name this folder data. So data, so this is my old data. When I double click on it, this contain the previous file and the new data contain nothing. Now what we want to do is that we want my SQL server to work, okay, because it has been shut down. So what I need to do, I need to just come to the backup here. This is the backup, okay? Double click on the backup, and then this is the backup folder. Just highlight the entire thing there, copy it. When you copy it, you can just right click and click on copy, or you can just look through the home ribbon under the clipboard logical group. Just click on copy and it will be copied. Now go back, so I'll click on back here and then come to this data, okay, the data folder I created. So I'll double click on it and I'll right click and click on paste. So now the entire backup folder will be copied into my data folder, as you can see here. Now when I come to my XAMPP server, which is my XAMPP, and I start my Apache and my SQL, you can see everything will be running perfectly. But the funny thing is that I can't get access to the database. Okay, so when I click on like let's say I go to my admin right now, you can see public my localhost /dashboard or my localhost. You can see that it will display perfectly. But here this is not working, state cannot be reached. But don't worry, I'm going to show you what you need to do. Now when you see this, which means that now your backup file is working perfectly. So what should we do? Simple. Now let me minimize this now, and then what I will do again is I'm going to then stop my Apache and stop my SQL, and then what I will do is I'll minimize it. So I've stopped the two. So now this is the folder in which contain the data. Okay, so I want to open the old data also separately for you to see both folders to see what I'm going to do. So go to this PC again. When you go to this PC, come to the local disk. When you come to the local disk, I'd like you to go to the XAMPP folder. When you go to the XAMPP folder, go to the htdocs. Okay, go to htdocs. When you come to htdocs, don't worry. Sorry, don't go to htdocs. My bad. Come to my SQL. I thought we're building a whole database again. Don't worry. Just by the way, just go to my SQL, and when you go to my SQL now, you see this is the old data. Okay, this is new, and this is what we open here. But we want to then open the old data. So click on the old data. Now these two files should be here like this. Okay, have them this way. Okay, just have them this way nicely. So this is here, and I have them here. So this is two. Now what will I do? Now I'm going to show you a trick, and this trick worked for me and it's going to work for you also. Now you can see that this is the backup the files, the folders and files that I copied from the backup folder into the new data folder I created. So what I will do is that now this folder is the MySQL, which is the database. So I will just copy it, okay, bring it here and paste it here and wait for it. So I'll replace that. So you can see this very one. Check it out. This, right click, copy, come here, right click and paste, and then let's wait for it. So it is there nicely. So this is the database folder. So what I'll do again, I want to watch here. This and these have I have my PHP admin, have the same thing here. So that means everything is perfect now. Okay. So what will I do again? Don't worry, just stay put. I'm going to show you everything. So what you need to do is that just come to this side, which is your PHP admin is going to replace what is here. Okay. So just hold on, copy this, come here and paste this. So and replace the PHP admin. So I replace the PHP admin. So say, is that all? No, that is not all. There's more we need to do here. So what we need to do again is that when you see from here to here, everything is entered. So we don't need all this backup file code. That is what corrupts the database. Okay. So what I would like you to do is that just maintain the file that is here. Remember, I was also having my SQL folder here. So my SQL folder here. So I'll select this database also that I created known as inventory, and then I'll paste it here. Okay, so my inventory is also here, so that's my database. Now the question, it was my SQL that was shut down. Okay, so say, how are we going to get access to this SQL server? Don't worry. So now, as we've copied these 3 folders, let us start, how do you call it, the Apache and the MySQL to see whether it will run. Let's look at something. So I'll just go back to my XAMPP control panel, and I'll start my Apache and then go ahead and start my SQL. So let's wait for it and see what happens. Now you can see that nicely my SQL is running perfectly. So what I will do is that I will just come back to my I'll go to my browser where I created this. You can see this is not working and this is working. So I'll refresh this to see still it's not working. So what I will do is that I will just go back, okay, go back to my XAMPP server and then go to my admin. So when I go to my PHP admin, when I click on OK, it will not work. So let's wait. So this will launch me to my PHP admin. Let's wait for it for a while. So perfectly, I am in the PHP my admin, how do you call it, panel. Now this is the database in which we copy the folder, we copied into it, and this is the inventory folder also nicely. But I said, why is that it is not working? Don't worry, it's going to work. Now after we have this, you will see when I come here and I refresh it, nothing is working. Okay, so what I'll do is that perfectly. So bear in mind that you shouldn't copy this into that. Okay, so let's move on. Now we are done. Let me just stop my Apache and my SQL. There are some couple of files that I want us to look at. Now when you watch this performance here, because I did some changes here so far as my PHP admin is concerned, and then I also have to change it. So I'll copy this also and replace this here. So Ctrl+C to copy, and I'll replace this so that it will replace that. Okay, then after that, what I'll do is I'll scroll down here. Okay, select from here. Okay, I need to select this. Watch what I'm selecting, the files I'm selecting. Select this, select that, select this, and select this. Okay, now when you select this, you can see that when you watch here, a particular file is missing here. Okay, you can see here. So that is the 𝐒𝐤𝐲𝐩𝐿 is missing, which is not here. Okay, so but don't worry, we're going to look at it. So we're just going to replace all these files so that this IMP which is missing here will be there. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead after copying all this, and then I'll go ahead and maintain this, and then copy my my SQL error. And then after that, to copy my SQL error, there's one file I need to copy also. So I'll scroll down where I've already selected, so I'm done. So look at the files I selected: this, and this. So I'll just copy that come here and replace it here nicely. So after replacing, I think we are good to go. So I'll just have to go to my control panel, then I'll start my Apache and go ahead and start my SQL, and let's wait for a while. Still, my SQL is running perfectly. There's nothing wrong with it. Everything is running perfectly. So when I come to this side and then hit enter, see this is supposed to work, but it's not working. So as it's not working now, what I need to do is that I just need to go back to my local host /php my admin, which is this. Now when I refresh it, everything is cool. But when I come to my folder and then go to my old data and go back, and then I come to my PHP admin and I go to configuration here, okay, configuration, which is config.ini.php, which is where when I right click on it and open with my Sublime Text or whatever Sublime Text I have. So let me just type my Sublime Text. So I'm opening my Sublime Text. So let me just close this. Okay, so I'm going to do something called drag and drop. So this is my Sublime Text. So I'll drag this and drop it in my Sublime Text. Now after dropping it, you can see this is the database that I gave to it, which is known as what? I give it a name known as what? This is a password and this root, and then come think of it, everything is perfect. So at the end of the day, I need to set that also to my localhost.php. So I'll copy this, minimize, go to my localhost.php, click on new, then I want to set my my password. So what I'll do is I'll click on user account and then come to roots, localhost, it is no, so I'll click on edit permission, then I'll come to create password, then I'll type my password here, so which I already have there. I'll copy and type the same thing here, and then I'll click on go. So now my password is certain. So when I go ahead and refresh, you can see now it's asking me to type my password. So I'll just type my password and click on go. So I am in now. When I refresh, everything is cool. So which means that my database file is also running perfectly. So it's corresponding with the how do you call it, the password that I've inserted. So when I come back to my browser and refresh, now you see that it is working perfectly. Now these are some of the tricks that one must use when you find yourself in that mess, and don't be alarmed, just do what I just did. And then first, as I just said, make sure that you go to when you open the XAMPP folder, come to my SQL, open it, and then make sure you create a new folder, rename the data folder as old data, and then open create a new folder called data, and then copy the backup file here and paste it here and follow the step, and then you see that your system is working perfectly. I hope this video has more or less has helped you out there, and it will help you also as well. Don't forget to subscribe so that anytime I draw any tips and tricks like this, you will then be notified. Catch you and see you when I see you. My name still remains Prince Armstrong of Armstrong Computers. You can easily call me Prince Costi. See you when I see you. Bye bye.